So the Ryze could go mid, and oh wow, okay, it's going to be a Vel'Koz, so it's going to be more of a carry flavor for Rob.
So another Vel'Koz coming
on. All right,
hello, that's going to be the Nocturne going through Trick, pushing forward here closer to the tower. Exec Ultimatum comes down from Tarzan, but he already burned the flash, can't get out of there. That's going to be first blood going over to BBQ. Crazy to BBQ.
Seems like they're trading up, they're getting more immediate gold, they're getting a lot of map control. If they can actually get this turret right now, seems unlikely, even a little bit earlier.
Well, that's going to be the Pulverize in here. Crazy going to get locked down. Hextech Ultimatum comes through. TP is being channeled. That's going to be the Nocturne ult as well. Everybody will make it out. In the meantime, Drake, he's going to go ahead and turn things around. Abyssal Voyage coming in as everyone collapses on the Rather, and he'll get taken down. This one now, BBQ. They also get the tower. 2.1 thousand gold ahead.
And he does have a 25 CS lead. Now solo gold on this turret as well. Trying to set up Viper 80 carry style with an advantage. Yeah, BBQ.
The bot will still be BBQ with their mid tower intact. Does limit the roaming capabilities of Griffin by quite a bit. Tied 1-for-1 on that.
Realizes Drake a little bit as the game goes on. It might even be a third spot. Not sure if it updated. Ooh,
Infernal. Okay, now it's interesting. Warp's back. Right now, Viper now pushing forward. That's going to be the Call of the Forge God coming in. They're looking for Ignar. He's in the brush. Scrygorp goes down. They get the knock up there from Sword. Still has the shield. They jump in. He'll pop it. Ignar's still alive. Trying to kite his way back. Tarzan takes a big hit. And that might be enough to dissuade them. Sword goes forward. Manages to find the kill. But now he needs to exit. He's getting locked up. Lahen's also dangerously low. Can't really play the front line. Incineration Ray. Sword dashing forward. Ghost trying to answer some damage back here. We'll check out Sword just a little bit. That's going to be the headbutt Pulverize, and knockup comes through, and that is just going to be crazy, getting obliterated. Call of the Forge God catches so many as we see Tarzan go deep. Locked up into the front line here. Tempt has to go golden, but he's completely surrounded on all sides. They jump in, they get the stun. He gets a big burst of damage, but nobody can follow up on it. In fact, it's just going to be Griffin wiping the floor with BBQ. Trick will limp away. He's down to half HP. Instead has to settle for taking a red buff. As Viper goes around the backside, looking to gate him out as this Infernal Dragon gets taken.
Chase down onto Ghost, but his W will be back up, so very difficult to take him down. They're trying anyway.
I'll flash forward, he goes into the bull, he'll flash away. Should just be a turret here taken maybe from the side of Griffin. Ghost going to try to defend this one.
Allows him to also be in position for this mid lane outer turret as a minion wave crashes topside. Thank you, OGN Observer. Really big power play for Griffin.
The bottom lane doesn't have the TP up yet. Baron now down to half HP. Realm Warp's coming through. They're looking to cut off BBQ's head right here. They push forward. Temp's going to go low. Call the Forge God comes in, pops him up. He's down to half HP. Devour comes in from Ignar, just trying to stick alive, but I don't think it's going to do enough. Incineration Ray coming through, just spilling out across them. Temp should fall here. He's still managing to stay alive. The knockup comes in from Rather, and he cuts him down. Trick still trying to exit. A big knockup there from Sword. Helps to keep Viper alive for a little bit longer, but he does fall in the end. All things considered, that is carrying the damage for Griffin.
With all the clumping happening, a Spellbinder, Death Cap, Void Star Vladimir needs to be doing.
Go ahead and peel off. That's going to be the Call of the Forge God coming in. Knockup yet again, just focusing down onto Ignar, and yeah. There's nowhere he can go. They're just throwing everything at him, including the kitchen sink. Lock him down.
He's there. All right, Griffin, what we doing? Trick, what you doing, bro?
That's going to be the TP coming through. See a bit of damage going forward there on a Viper, down to about half HP, but still has the shield coming up. Temp's going to go golden, trying to stay alive. Disintegration Ray comes through as he gets popped up, and he'll get shredded down. Viper finding the kill. Tarzan gets the tactical sweep. Another pop-up coming through as Lahen's gets that Pulverize. He will die. Kill picked up here by Crazy. He has to flash away. Tower as it falls down to half. All right, the engage. It's going to be Ghost going forward. He uses the flash. Well, more used, but no need to be taken. Second Ultimatum comes down from the Bowers there from Ignar, takes them out. Tarzan going low, but a big knockup! It's a bouncy castle underneath the turret, and everybody from BBQ is just trying to get off this wild ride. Trick going to be the first one to fall the tower. Still under siege. They're trying to escape, but I don't think it's going to happen. Tempt going golden. We'll be able to wander back. Tower falls in the end. Another pickoff here for Griffin as they just keep inching forward steadily.
Now that was some sick wombo from the side of Griffin. It gets them the turret, but are they going to lose Sword?
Gets dragged back in.
Is in the darkness.
He's waiting. Baron going low. Almost certainly going to be handed over here to the side of Griffin. That's going to be the spike guaranteed. Now they're turning around, looking for the fight. Tactical sweep goes in.
That's
another
popped.
ultimatum going to be denied by the Devourer, but here comes the call of the Forge God, another knockup. This one finding Ignar, this one finding Tempt. That's going to be the top catch, burning down Crazy. Yet again, just getting knocked up. The combos coming through. There's nothing that he can do. Just wildly trying to run at somebody, trying to get some semblance of damage in, but just cannot do it. Another sweep. Ghost will go into the pool, but I don't think that he is long for this world. It's a massive, okay. Yeah, you know what? Maybe he'll be fine. Never mind. Bouncy Castle 2.0 comes in. He'll go down, and that's likely to be game number 1 here, going the way of Griffin. A longer one for sure as we get ready to break the 40-minute mark. 14-4, though, in the end. They'll take a party warp into the towers. They burst those down. Trick will pop his ult just for fun. Nexus will crumble, and Griffin take game number 1 here in this series versus BBQ.
Ends up being a well-deserved victory by Griffin, but because...
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, this just got real interesting.
Who's he laning with? Yasuo.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead. They're going to get the first break. There's no answering one coming in from Sword. There's no, the jungler's not there, so they're not going to be able to beat the tower. So BBQ actually come out ahead here with an advantage.
Impossible to match the speed, remember.
Blast plant over. They're looking for Sword, who Crazy has him slowed up. That's going to be a lot of damage coming in. The Ignite there, and Burst Blood gets handed over to Crazy. So
they have to give up Infernal. That's an understandable thing. And look at that, a second Infernal. What a time to
Papa Smithy. The follow-up's going to be here. There's nothing really that Griffin can do to stop it. 2-0 in turrets. BBQ, they keep an advantage.
Griffin just defend as a unit, in this case withdraw as a unit, and give more and more map pressure over to BBQ. Stones himself, he actually held onto the flash for a long time before he flashed in. Engage time!
That's going to be Tarzan going forward. Ghost's going to be knocked down to about half HP. Now they're going to pop up here on Crazy, but he's got the ultimate running, and Tempt goes into the backside, just completely assassinates the Hens. Ultimate out there from the Aurelia, but Chovy is just all by himself. He will get destroyed as Ghost finds that kill. Viper firing away, but he can really only hit Crazy, and it's just not enough damage to take down that Mundo. Crazy's going to finish here with a double kill as he flashed the wall. I thought he was going to there for a second. Ignar around the back. He's going to be looking for the hook, and Viper wants nothing to do with this. It's going to be a second Infernal Drake going over to BBQ. Now up nearly 5,000. Be the grand final.
I mean,
that has historical
evidence.
Most
people would agree. I also said will be, whereas you said should be. That's a bit different. As, well, there's the win wall down, so one theoretically could ult. Sadly, he's bot side, so they'll lose more. Mundo can tank the culling forever.
Yeah, that didn't really do much. He was taking turret shots and the culling. And it still seems like BBQ are actually just going to get it.
No globals, nothing to steal it with.
Maybe they go ahead and just close out this game, get their first win.
Hasn't happened yet.
Well, the Forge God coming out, but that's going to be Crazy going golden. Of course, the Mundo does have a stopwatch just to make him extra unkillable.
Gonna rush at this turret, probably gonna break it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be knocked down very swiftly with the inhibitor to follow. BBQ, how long do they want to stick around? Do they want to take the fight here inside the base of Griffin and try to put the nail in the coffin, or do they peel back? They haven't really been in this position before. Hook comes in, flash away from Sword, still gonna get knocked up. Still gonna be...
All right. Joel's on the case, it sounds
Joel
like.
says he's definitely gonna do that. Thank you, Joel.
I just realized...
That's why we pay you the big bucks.
The audience can't tell what we're saying, so we could invent things that Joel's saying.
That's true.
Good times. As,
if this was a not safe for work broadcast, I'd have a lot of fun with that one. But that's going to be the turret getting chunked out here. Wind Wall just going to go ahead and nullify that call of the Forge God. Sword feeling pretty bad, man. As BBQ pushes forward, Tarzan goes in deep. He'll go golden. Times it well there. The Sonya's exit to get the redemption, but it might not be enough. Shobi goes into the back. Manages to find one. They managed to find two. That's going to be Tempted. Trick Pose going down. They get a third. Can this be it, Griffin? Are you kidding me? The team fight team coming back in the final hour. 28 minutes on the clock. They even it up, but they have Super Creeps knocking down the Nexus Towers. They have to respond to that, but my God, they've staved off BBQ.
Deep execution from Griffin, never in doubt. It didn't seem like it's the game, but wow, they do so much. All it does, though,
is added move speed. At this point, maybe just another stack for a potential Elder Dragon. Has not been the biggest objective.
Slowly building towards a Guardian Angel. If he doesn't pull off something very, very fancy, he is extremely useless.
Try this one again, but that's going to be the wind wall down. Crazy in the front line takes a ton of damage. He'll get locked up, but still, the regen is just a bit too much for him. But they're still alive, and Viper finds Ghost yet again. Tarzan chunked out the stun from the Aurelia, not going to connect. Sacrifice the Baron take. Trying to save off BBQ yet again.
point. Here we go. They look like they're going to walk up on this wave, and okay, Weaver's Wall back.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall going to be thrown down. That's going to be the inhibitor getting taken out yet again. Weaver's Wall will go ahead and cancel that Call the Forge God. They jump in, get on time. Viper's just biding his time.
I believe because we showed it, that's the only Gathering Storm in the game. Look, a win.
It was almost 64 days. It was almost 2 months since my last League of Legends cast.
From being pulled apart, BBQ, even with that team fight, don't want to take any risks. Viper's potted up.
Yet again, they're kind of falling into the trap of trying to kill Crazy, and they can't even get him below 90%. The Weaver's Wall thrown in.
They got the ultimate. That's something. I mean, Sliding Scales, Kilios, they are really, really far behind, and BBQ have decided not to roll in one by one.
And his ultimate ready to go yet again. The hook and sword getting chunked out. They'll get a bit of damage in onto Ignar. He'll go low. If they finish him off, not quite yet. They get him in the end. Chovy dives into the backside. Flashes away, keeps himself up, but they have to sacrifice Tarzan and Lehens in order to do so. There's going to be the 2-for-1 here in favor of BBQ. Likely to go ahead and close out this game. Viper going to go golden, but he's got nowhere else to go afterwards. Flashes, dashes to the side. Tries to avoid the damage, makes it back to the fountain, but there's nothing really that he can do to keep this base alive. Trick gonna go low, he'll get popped. Ornn finds the one, but they're in onto the Nexus, and BBQ have done it. 38.5 minutes on the clock. They win their first game of the summer split. So much AP here from the side of BBQ, and Griffin will just go ahead and keep it standard with the Soraka here in the bottom lane, as I alluded to, but Evelynn is the most viable, so very fast take, first blood into this all within 4.5 minutes. Really great start by Griffin. Still going to be that ticking time bomb that is Mundo up in the top lane, but if they can win.
Fat stack of AD is outdone by the fat stack of AP as we're going in.
Yeah, it's going to be a tier 1 turret going down to the top side. In the meantime, Lehen's getting jumped on. The ult doesn't do a damn thing. Temp just melts him down. Last breath coming in. Viper need to finish off the Aurelia, but now he's got to run the exhaust coming through here from Ignar. Which one was that? Australia. Oh, of course. So that's going to be the ultimate coming down here from Ignar. As that Black Shield will go ahead. Gets the root down. Trick going to jump forward. Starts ripping him to bits. God, it's going to be 2 kills coming through the bot lane, just absolutely evaporating. Sword does arrive off the backside of that TP, man.
Just the damage on this mid lane turret, if they get that. Nice little
map
trade.
Tempt can't stop it. They'll go ahead and knock that one down. They lose the bot tier 1. The Sword goes ahead and catches the wave up there near the tier 2 in the top. Go ahead, they'll take that one down. Now Sword waiting in the mid lane, maybe looking for a pick off here on the Tempt. Jumps in, not going to knock him up with Dark Flight. Jump forward, Sleepy Trouble Bubble does connect, and I think Tempt doesn't really have anywhere left to go. Chovy, one final hit will take him down. 3-3, Griffin still audience.
Speaking of Lehens, the true carry has shown up topside.
Yeah, I shall grace you with my presence. Second tower going down. Oh, this is going to be Tempt actually investing in with the ultimate. TP's coming in, but he is just getting shredded. Viper comes up with the kill. I don't know what you were thinking, Tempt. Not tanking enough, and now it's going to be 4 minutes.
All right.
I mean, that's like the kind of play that makes you think like, okay, how much did he just get paid? Like, you're checking your bank account, that kind of thing. But Dive In comes in from Sword. Just going to go ahead, get the 1v1 kill in onto Ignar. Really just the 1v2. Now he'll wrap around and help take down Crazy. He'll go golden. Sword's still going to be alive, still has the passive. They're trying to finish off the Mundo, but the force to flash out as he goes in to the base. Strick around the backside, looking to turn things around. They get the passive here off the Aatrox. Killer coming down to slow them up, but no one can really collapse.
Infernal will be second. Infernal here. Trick on a nice flank. Tempt 2. All right, let's see if
down below 1,000. That's going to be the smite coming in. Now Tempt trying to make something happen. Trick going to go golden. Tempt down below half HP, and Tarzan still sitting up in the front line. Sword pushing forward. Gets the slow in onto Crazy. They turn in onto the Mundo. There's nothing that he can do. In the meantime, the last breath connects in onto Ghost. He goes golden, but everybody is just sticking around the Vladimir. He will fall as Tarzan finds
away. And how about a Baron to the side of Griffin?
Well, Griffin now going to be in firm control of this game. Did 1,000 damage in that fight. That's pretty damn good.
Oh, nice wind wall, but doesn't end up mattering much.
Trick, yeah, trying to turn this one around, but Viper hasn't even taken any damage yet. He'll jump back with the last caress. Yeah, die. No one's even close yet. And now Griffin can just slowly bleed out BBQ.
I think they do it quite quickly. They got Zoe in the mid lane, Soraka as well. They can put down a Trundle Pillar and set up for an ult.
I said they can. I mean, they will. They can bleed them out as long as they want. By shortcomings in that sense. But another one going down. Inhibitor likely to follow. Here's Griffin do look to close out this game much quicker than we've seen from the first two in the series.
BBQ have to full engage. They don't really have any ranged wave clear at all. Vladimir Tides of Blood doesn't qualify as that needs to get into minion wave to do it. So BBQ, who have had struggles engaging, are just going to eat paddle stars and deal with this super-powered Baron buff.
Over the wall attempt, getting jumped down to about half. Trouble bubble not going to connect, but another inhibitor turret and inhibitor will be falling. BBQ, nothing really that they can do. Have the pinch around the backside here from Trick, but he's already taken a bit of damage, and I think any turn will mean that he's going to be dead. And yeah, Sword's going to go in, looking for Crazy, trying to finish off that Mundo. As a passive will get knocked down. Windwall comes in to protect him on the retreat, as well as the constant Soraka heals. Trick now putting himself in a rough spot. Redemption comes in, he jumps through, tries to get to the other side, goes golden, but one more tap will do it. Viper will find the kill. Now Temps trying to retreat. Goes low, makes it back to the fountain, but Griffin should be able to go ahead and close out the game right here, right now. Chovy goes in, takes him down, gets the trouble bubble in onto another one, but cannot finish him off. Nexus is exposed. Nexus will crumble. 25.5 minutes there. Griffin do close out this series.